couldn't even put on deodorant or a shirt first. I couldn't even do that. Hello? What's up? There's cheese on the counter. I don't know how it got there, but it wasn't me. But there is cheese on the counter. I only have like one outfit, right? Hi, how does this have 1 like and 0 views? Hello? Hello? Just gonna clean the cheese off so you don't see it, I guess. You probably don't like cheese. Not very much. Hello? Should I use the weird mug? I don't trust this one. It's like, it's weird. I don't trust it. Like, it's fine, I think, in theory. I just can't even fit my hand in it. Should I use a mug that I can't fit my hand inside of? Doesn't that mean it's like permanently dirty? It's been in there forever, I don't know. If I don't use this one... Oh, I can use the cat mug. We're gonna do the cat mug. Is it clean? It might be clean. We're gonna do the cat mug. We're gonna do the cat mug, okay? We're gonna do the most clean cat mug. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Oh, but there's no coffee anyway. So, never mind. Never mind, you know? What am I gonna do instead? I don't know. You know, my brain does the weird options really well. Tea is not going to be caffeinated like that, though. We have green tea. Green tea or lemon tea, but I don't want lemon tea. Is green tea caffeinated? A tiny bit, apparently. Apparently. I don't really need caffeine anyway, because whatever, I've been waking up at like 6 p.m. Right now, it's 10:35. So you know what? I don't need caffeine. It's 10:35. Like, 10:35 is caffeine. Like, what do you mean I'm awake at 10:35? Like, to do what? Nothing. Green tea smells so good when it's just in the tea bag, though. Anyway, oh, someone said I love you. Love you too. Yep, I'm just gonna microwave this. And that's gonna be good enough. I don't think I've microwaved the cat mug before. Hopefully it's fine. The water's taking forever. You know what? I'm just gonna like get ready for the day. To do nothing. Okay? Okay? Yeah, so the chat, I don't know, because you wanna know what? I don't have mods. So we're going really crazy, just ignore anybody who's terrible. Actually, you know what? The person who said what's going on with the chat, I don't know. I'm like, should I just make somebody a mod the next time they say they love me? Like, probably not. I don't know. I just don't have mods, you know? I'm like, who has a normal aura? It's that desperate over here. Who has a normal aura? Like... I'm really like, hopefully somebody could be... Fine. I made one standard moderator. I don't know what that'll do, you know, but yeah. Anyway. I don't know. Everyone wants to be a mod. I don't know. Everyone wants to be a mod now. Honestly, all you can do if you're a mod is like remove people. Because I'm only making standard moderators, so they can only remove people. So technically, there's no harm in everybody being a mod. But I don't think I'm gonna let everybody know. I think I have one. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave one for now, okay? Because, you know, some things will be removed. I know with one mod they can't catch everybody. Like, I respect that. I understand. You know? So. Well, I could remove a moderator. So, because the only, like, I only have standard moderators. So, I could remove a moderator if I have to. I don't really feel like it. Okay, if you're gonna tell other people, you're a moderator, you're trying to tell me to give other people moderator status. This is not how I wanted to start my day. Should I just not keep you? Like, you're so weird. You're so weird. I don't care if some dude named Brady is begging. Why is my moderator the one saying give them moderator status? Are we gonna go without, or are you gonna mostly be a moderator? I don't know. I didn't have high expectations. Okay. You know what? You have a cat profile picture, moderator, so I'll keep you for now. Okay? Okay. But I'm not gonna just do what you say, obviously. So, yeah. And that doesn't mean I'm gonna make other people moderators. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I feel like it would be funny if I just keep people moderators once they're moderators, unless they do something actually bad. But obviously, who knows? Maybe that'll change. Maybe, whatever. We'll see. Am I American? Yes. Can I show you my tattoo now? You can just imagine that I have whatever tattoo shows up first on Pinterest. I don't really care. It's not going to change either of our lives if it's right or if it's wrong. Okay? You know what? I don't know where the other hairbrush is. I don't know where the good one is. I don't like this one that much. It's okay, but like the other one has like the gel handle. But that, I feel like that's weird to like want and to have a preference between my own two hairbrushes. I feel like I'm wrong for having a preference. So that makes me want it more because I'm like, well, then I have to like face the issue here where I think it's wrong to have a preference between my own hairbrushes. Anyway, guys, back. Oh, you thought this was a commercial? That's probably a good thing, right? I don't know. Okay, Roman numeral number 5 or whatever was trying to say I seem boring. Like, weird. Thank you, moderator. Doing a good job. I think. For now, you know, doing a good job. Okay. IM or LM, I don't know, says, I do that a lot too. I have one hairbrush in my car that I keep, and one hairbrush in my living room that I keep, and then I have one hairbrush in my bathroom. I do that too, so I don't have to carry them. Makes sense. Anyway, guys, for some reason, so I applied to like a bunch of jobs today, but when I did apply to jobs, because I need a job, so when I did apply to a bunch of jobs, guess what? The websites, all of them, kept like crashing and like not working. So I don't know if any of the applications went through, but I did spend time going through all of the questions and whatever for all of them. So for like all the ones near me, apparently there's not that many near me compared to how many people are like trying to apply for jobs. So for some reason, that's a thing. Anyway, so I did apply for jobs. After that, I don't know. I randomly cried because I was like, all humans have feet, and that's like so sad because I was like, feet are kind of ugly. But I know all of the feet apologists have other perspectives, and all the people who are like, show me your feet, have like opposite perspectives. But I was like, I can't believe everybody has feet and feet are like ugly. So I kind of like cried for like all of humanity who has feet because I was like, I can't believe we all have to like go through having feet. But I know that like it's better than the alternative. But that was kind of like what made me sad though, is like that's the best outcome, is like having feet. Like otherwise we like just chop them off or something. Like we don't have feet, you know? Like so having feet is the best option. But like yeah, except for amputees. But like we, you know, clearly they're not having fun. So yeah, but they don't have to have feet, but they're not having fun, you know? But yeah, I kind of, and then after that, I was like, okay, like it's fine, whatever. Then I cried because I can't like physically transform into a chicken. Like I can't like I can't have feathers, you know? Like I'm never gonna have feathers. Like it was so sad. Like add me to the human experiments, like I want feathers, you know? That's the vibe. So anyway. That's pretty much it. That's like how my day's gone so far. Did I fart? No. No, I did not. Maybe you did. Maybe your dog did. Maybe your grandma did. Maybe a leprechaun did. But I didn't. So, yeah. Ooh, large, magnificent wings. Yeah, I want large, magnificent wings. Maybe I have them, maybe you have them. Maybe we all have large, magnificent wings. We can just, like, imagine that for the rest of our lives, because who cares? No one can really tell you don't have invisible, large, magnificent wings. Like, we get to choose. I don't care. We get to choose. You can't physically have them? Well, in every other way, you can have them. Okay? I don't care what it means to you. Like, the theme of your entire rest of your life can be having wings. For the rest of it. You don't have to really worry about anything else, except for the fact you need, like, a normal job and, like, money and all of your responsibilities. But besides that, you can just have wings. Large, magnificent wings, you know? Like, nobody knows that you don't. It's not your fault if they can't see them. You can see them. It's not your fault they can't. They're the weirdo. Like, go out there and have wings, you know? I don't care if you can't physically fly, you're still in flying school. Why would you be able to fly on day one? You're in flying school. Why would you be able to fly on day one? Why would you be able to fly on day one? Okay? Why would you be able to fly on day one? On day one. You just got the feathers for the first time. Why would you be able to fly already? Why would you be able to fly? Like, it's fine that you can't. Doesn't mean you're not in flying school. Doesn't mean anybody can tell you you're not in flying school. Like, you deserve all of your rights. Okay? You deserve all of your rights. If you're gonna put, I have wings made out of feathers, and I'm in flying school, if you're gonna put that on your job application, on your LinkedIn profile, on your Indeed profile, you have that right. You should have that right. Who is an employer to not hire you based on that? Who are they? Nobody. A face without a name without a face. Like, nobody. A profile photo with some company. Some company that doesn't care about you. If they're not gonna hire you just because you have wings. And they don't get it. Like, why? That's discrimination based on race. Like, you have wings. Like, you're part bird. That's a race. They can't discriminate. They shouldn't be able to, but look at the government, right? They can discriminate on anything, but like, I don't know. Do you know what is a Therian? No. Your toilet is pregnant? That's so weird to say. The fuck? Weirdo. Thank you for removing them. Yeah. Word out in the chat. Weirdo in the chat that we don't need. Oh, the cat mug is kind of good, right? The drink's not hot enough though, but that's because I waited so long. But the cat mug is so good. The cat mug is, that's so good. That's so, it looks like me. Not even in like a good way, but it does look like me. I mean, it looks adorable. I just think it makes me not look adorable. But you know what? We both look adorable. It's fine. Pretty cute, right? Pretty cute. This is what I look like in my dreams. That's what I look like in my dream. If I ever show up, that's how I look, by the way. So if I didn't look like that, I didn't show up. It was somebody else. That's what I'm supposed to look like. Do I like Taylor Swift? I like a lot of things about her. I dislike some things about her. Basically. I do listen to the Tortured Poetry department sometimes. Or I think that's what it's called. I do listen to it sometimes. Oh, thanks for saying I look perfect. Perfect. That's cute. Sonic or Mario? I don't know which one's Sonic. So Mario, because he looks like a little mushroom dude. I don't know which one Sonic is. I knew Princess Peach, Luigi, Mario. I don't know who Sonic is. Oh wait, Sonic is like a hedgehog, right? I don't really know anything about him though. Not like that. Ooh, yeah, people are telling me Sonic is a hedgehog. Nice. People are saying Taylor Swift, she's overrated. That's what the chat is saying. I don't disagree, honestly. Like, I think it's cool to see somebody have a lot of success, but I just wish that she would do certain other things that, like, she's not doing. So, you know. I do think it's weird how it's like the industry is like investing so much into one person and it's not really spread out that much. Like, it's just weird vibes a lot. I don't know, that's what's going on the planet, you know. What? You look like you have 5 cats, and then people are saying 5, question mark. So, I have 0 cats. Unless you count a cat mug. I have 0 cats. A very long time ago, when I was a baby, my parents had a cat. Actually, they had 2. The first cat they had was named Steve, and he was like a black cat, but he kind of looked like this a little bit, I think. I don't know. Yeah, he was like this kind. Like white and black. So Steve came with this house. Basically, my grandparents, my great-grandparents built this house, but then, like, after that, my family didn't own it. So then, my family decided to buy it back. When they did buy it, Okay, I don't know how they didn't own it anymore. But when they did buy it, okay, Steve came with the house. They were like, oh, like, you know how sometimes it's like, oh, you want that house, maybe it comes with like a, I don't know, a washing machine. No, Steve came with the house. Okay, Steve came with the house. So they got Steve because he just came with the house. It was like, oh, you're buying the house? Well, guess what? Like, anybody who's buying the house, Steve comes with the house. Like, that's just a part of it, okay? So Steve came with the house. And then they adopted Catfish, who was like a brownish, yellowish, orangey kind of cat. I don't know. The problem with Catfish, I mean, he was kind of normal, I think. But when I was like 5 or something, like the next door neighbor came to knock on the door. She said she was moving away and she was taking Catfish. And like my family just didn't say no. So we went from having 2 cats to having a 1 because the neighbor said, I'm moving away and I'm taking Catfish. I don't know how she even knew his name, but like she was moving away and she was taking Catfish and they didn't say no. Nobody said no. Everyone was like, oh, like fine, we didn't really want Catfish anyway, I guess. Like, and then Catfish was gone forever, you know? Yeah. I don't know what happened to Steve, like maybe he died or ran away or something, I don't really know. It was a long time ago. But then I had a hamster, okay? Hammy. The thing about Hammy was bought as a girl, okay? a few months or a few weeks later, my mom was like, I have to tell you something. Hammy's not a girl. Hammy's actually a boy. We didn't know. Like, nobody found out. Nobody knew. At the pet store, they thought Hammy was a girl. Hammy's actually a boy. So then I was, like, so heartbroken, but I was like, I still love you, Hammy. Like, kind of traumatizing. Actually, everything to do with having a pet is traumatizing. I don't know why people do it. They just want to be traumatized, right? It's pretty much, you know, it either dies or you find out its gender is not what you thought it was, or the neighbor steals it. It's kind of traumatizing, guys. Kind of traumatizing. Kind of traumatizing. I don't know. Then I had a dog named Sugarpaw. Okay? All black dog with like 1 white paw. Sugarpaw. My brother left the back door open, or we think it was him, I don't know. That's just the story I was told, is that it was my brother who left the back door open. Back door, dog ran away, you know. Oh, and I forgot Pennywise. There was a dog named Pennywise. Then there were Kimbo and Kalani, who were cats. There was a turtle named Turdy. These pet names go wild. I don't know why. It's just what happened. Where am I from? Florida. I don't know, those are most of the pets. So, I have to find out what to do with my hair. I thought you were gonna fall. No, I'm not gonna give a shout out to St. Petersburg, Florida. But I did read your comment, though. Do I believe in ghosts? Yeah. What's wrong with a ghost, you know? Nice hair, thank you. My favorite food. Honestly, I don't know, like chicken, like fried chicken without a bone is like fine with me. It's like okay, you know. Favorite, I don't know if I have a favorite, but fried chicken without a bone is fine, I guess. It's okay. It'll get a pass, but I don't know about anything else. Oh yeah, but the funny thing about the cats that I had that were Kenbo and Kalani, so they were a boy and a girl, okay? Kenbo and Kalani. Kenbo, his name was not Kenbo when we got him, his name was Kendall. It was Kendall and Kalani, but then my dad was like, that's a terrible name, he's going to have to go by Kenbo from now on. or Kimbo. So that became his name, which honestly was better because he needed the upgrade, I don't know. But then he got hit by a car, so. He stayed alive, but one of his feet like stopped working, so he was using it as a crutch. Like it was like he was like limping on it. So he was like limping on his foot, like using it as a crutch, even though it was like his physical body. He was gonna have to like get it removed or whatever, but that costed so much money. It costed like an insane, like thousands and thousands, like 10,000 or 15,000, I don't know. It was something insane that they said, because they didn't even know he was gonna like survive. So they were like, it's gonna be a lot of money to like save this cat. So then we just didn't have the surgery, and then he eventually just got hit by a car again and died. So, and then his sister got hit by a car and died. In like, I guess almost the same spot or something, I don't know. Oh, my hair's mostly straight now. Today. Before or after? It is what it is. Someone said, is this trans propaganda? How would it be? I said my cat changed its name. Is that the part you're talking about? I said my cat changed its name. Like I had like a cat. The cat had to go by a different name because the name wasn't good enough. Like, doesn't mean it's trans propaganda. Anyway, thanks for moving the comment. But the way people will appropriate whatever you actually said and make it something so different is weird. Benjamin says, my birthday is June 25th. In parentheses, what will God do? I was following until the parentheses, what will God do? I don't know what will God do. I think God will wish you a happy birthday. As long as that's the only thing you're expecting from God, I don't know. I don't know what'll happen. I don't know what God does for birthdays, guys. It's not like one of those clubs where you get a discount, you know. I don't really know. You know, birthday discount, like $5 off like the pool table or something. I don't know. What does God do? I don't know. Why doesn't God do something for birthdays? Should be asked more often. Are birthdays even real? How do you even know what day you were actually born? Somebody just told you that. You trusted them? Someone told you what day you were born and you believed them? You believed them. That's all you. Because, I don't know. Oh, he gives you a Sam's Club membership. God gives you a Sam's Club membership for your birthday? As he should. As he should, right? Like what is God? God is kind of like an absent parent, huh? Like, God is kind of just not, like, God is really, like, stepping out on people. I don't know. Right? Like, God is really, like, not trying that hard. What does God do for birthdays? Do you get, like, a bouquet of flowers? Do you get a car? Does God have the money for that? You know, does God get you a new puppy? What are the finances that God has access to per person for their birthday? $1 per person? $1 million? $1 billion? Doesn't God have infinite money, theoretically? So if God has infinite money, where's your free car for your birthday? Where's your new house for your Christmas coming up, you know? Like, I don't know. What do I think of Trump and who? The comment, my hands, wet. The comments went too far. I'll scroll up in a second, but what do I think of Trump and Zelensky? Zelensky? There's a human named Zelensky. Is Zelensky not like the name of somebody in whatever it's called? That movie? Monsters, Inc. Zelensky sounds like somebody in Monsters, Inc. would like go by. Like, any of them could be named Zelensky and I would believe you. I don't remember any of their names. Any of them could be Zelensky. I don't know. It looks so sad, but for no reason. But you know what? Upgrading comes at one step at a time. One step at a time. Oh, someone said that's so Ohio! Exclamation point. Can I put on a video of me putting on my pants? No, not right now. No. Judgeful God doesn't sound like a good guy. You know what? I kind of agree. What's going on there? You know? I kind of agree. Honestly, my creativity is so infinite, so I don't just believe in one God. I don't just believe in like a universe that nobody could ever really understand, even though that's probably like more interesting, but because it's like ominous. It's like, why does nobody understand? Why does nobody know? I believe in so many gods, and I believe that there are spirits that are at the level of a god, and I believe that somebody could literally create a spirit. I believe a human could be at the level of a god. I believe that a human could be so powerful they can create a spirit at the level of a god. I believe a lot of stuff. I'll believe anything if you throw some sparkly stones my way, you know? But I do believe in a lot of infinite stuff. Someone said, let me drive the boat. I don't know what these comments are about. Do you, what? Someone said, do you believe I'm a god? I don't know. You would have to be able to like prove it, right? But if you could prove it, then I think a person could be. It would kind of have to be like proven, but like if a person could be, then a person could be, you know? Like, I don't believe by nature everybody could be, but like I think like everybody can be. If they work up to the level and they have the strength, then yes, why not? There's absolutely no reason you can't be. Even if it's something you have to activate in yourself, then yes, sure. If you believe you are, then like don't let people tell you you're not, kind of thing. But you also can't force your like rules on people in a way like how like a biblical God would, you know? That kind of thing. So yes and no. Someone said she took it so far with the laughing emoji, just like, ah. Yes, I did. I'm glad you noticed. People don't always notice, so I know it was a hate comment, but someone said you can if you're a god though, no? Can what? Maybe. I don't know. For all I know, you could be a god. I don't know. It's possible. I'm not gonna say it's not, but like, I don't know. Someone said schizophrenia, Google it. You think you're giving me a hate comment because I'm more creative than you are? Haha, my mods erased you. Thank you for deleting them. Someone said you cannot attain godhood powers in the blood. The blood of what? You like eat like a headless sheep or something? Like what kind of blood are we talking about? You just like chew on them until they bleed out? If that's where you get your power, it's where you get your power. I'm not gonna tell you not to. It's weird that you wanted to, but I'm not gonna tell you not to. But it is weird that you thought about it at all. It's weird that you ever got that idea. But I'm not gonna say like you absolutely can't ever. There's a time and a place to eat the headless sheep raw. Okay? There's a time and a place. Technically, a sheep is like an animal you're allowed to eat, and who can tell you that you can't own it? Who can tell you you can't kill it if you do own it? Who can tell you you can't not choose to cook your food? Who can tell you you have to have a specific preference, whether you eat it with the fur on or off, or while it's still on the skeleton, or with the hooves on or off? You can, theoretically, just chew on like a headless sheep just while it's laying there. Nobody can tell you like it's wrong if you own the sheep. Technically, nobody can be like, that's a little too weird, you know? Because it's an animal you're allowed to eat, so. I don't know. It's an animal you're allowed to eat. What are they gonna do? Philly Phil says, I should have been an actor. I have an an incredible talent to make myself cry. Wow, you should make yourself cry right now. That's amazing that you can do that. Am I a Christian? No. No. But I think, like, anybody can, like, learn from anything. I'm just not a Christian. If I wanted to, like, take information from something, I wouldn't restrict myself, but I'm not a Christian by any means at all. It's just not what I believe in. It's not what I was raised in. I was raised in either, like, extreme atheism or, like, agnostic beliefs. Like, both of those is what I was raised in. So. And then I had, like, grandparents that were Christian and stuff, but I was never raised in that personally. So, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. There's always somebody who's like, someone said, no, Jesus Christ, no, heaven! Okay. First of all, not true. I don't agree with you. Second, some people on the planet just don't agree with you. You can't, like, cry about it every time somebody doesn't agree with you. It's like saying, like, oh, like, you're like, red's my favorite color. I'm like, really? Because to me, like, green and blue are, like, kind of cute. You're, like, crying. I'm like, I didn't think you were gonna cry over that. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's different. So, if what works for one person doesn't work for somebody else, you can't cry over it because you have to get over yourself and just be fine. Like, cool, you got to choose what you chose. You're the only one who's forcing yourself to believe that it actually means everybody's gonna, like, die if they don't choose that. Okay? It can say that in a book, but you're the only one who's forcing yourself to believe it to the extreme level, though. Right? You know? Why can't there be a heaven for the ungrateful? In your mind, maybe it's lesser or something, but, like, it doesn't mean they wouldn't go to one. But you're the one who forces it to be so black and white and, like, structured, like, it's either yes or no, haha, you're either tortured forever, or maybe you get to, like, eat an apple, and it was really boring while you ate the apple the entire time, but there's nothing better than that, because at least you're not in hell. Like, I almost kind of feel like the forced structure of it is also the forced structure of, like, not believing anything amazing either. Not having the creativity to, like, be so infinite that you can make something up, you know? Someone said they dance to Coca-Cola commercial music? Okay. Trapped in a human body is not any lesser than hell, says somebody with the profile picture that's Diddy and their username is Diddy. Well, that tells a lot of information, doesn't it? So, someone said, there is hell and heaven. I do believe that, but I don't believe that it's in the way that the mainstream religions agree with. So I kind of just don't really care about, like, what other people believe when it comes to that, because I just believe whatever I feel like believing. And I just have fun, and I just live my life, you know? And I just am not crying, terrified of, like, a heaven or a hell. I'm just enjoying my life. And I do believe in, like, infinite realms and multiple gods. So obviously when that plays in, it's like, why would the Christian God tell me, which I don't even believe exists, really. Or definitely not how people would talk about it, but I don't even believe that God really exists at all. So, personally, so because of that, I'm not going to let something that I believe is imaginary tell me where I'm going to go based on rules from thousands of years ago without a clause in there, this is still true in 2025. Right, because where does it say still applies in 2025? Nowhere. So for all we know, even if you wanted to believe that, some of the rules changed. We have iPhones. We have YouTube. We have TikTok. We have, like, a president. They didn't even have presidents back then at all. You know? Someone said, fake Diddy, be quiet. It's literally the moderator. David, thank you for saying fake Diddy, be quiet. You can just ban fake Diddy, like you can like really ban fake Diddy if you want, because like while it's funny, it becomes a lot, you know? Nobody really .cs says I'm from the future. Okay, like tell the future cows that I love them. Tell them that they're special. Tell them that they're never going to understand how cool it is that they levitate, because we don't even have levitating cows now. Yet. You know, like let them know that it's going to be an upgrade when it does happen. Eric Marcuson says, I'm going swimming. Good for you, Eric. You should be going swimming. Yes, I do eat cows. How often do I trim my nose hair? Why? Is it like... Looks fine to me. How often? It doesn't really grow that much. Like it exists, but like, you know. Am I a librarian? No. But maybe that would be the only job that's gonna hire me, I don't know. Technically, I can't rule out any of the jobs that I don't want. Because I don't want any of them, but I have to have money. So I can't rule anything out just because I don't want it. I still have to choose the best option out of all of the things that I don't want at all. And I have to pretend to be so enthusiastic about this, like so excited to have something I'm never gonna want in my life, you know? Yeah, I'm unemployed. Which in society apparently means I'm like the worst of the worst or something. Like, no matter what it is, it's like people are like, oh, like, can't be worse than being unemployed. Like, which I don't agree with, but yeah. I don't know. There's another, you can't say no to Christ, whatever, but their name says Punisher 223. If your name says Punisher 223, and you're like, accept Jesus into your heart. Why? So they can be Punisher 227? Like, I'm sorry, but there's no way. Am I going to Mars? Am I going to Mars? Am I going to Mars? Honestly, Mars is like the ugliest planet. So, it's too ugly. I don't really like it. And I do think it's creepy how everyone's like, oh, you have to go to Mars, you have to go to Mars, you have to go to Mars. It's where everybody pretends they're not about to die. Doesn't mean anything. It's weird. People think they're going to Mars to survive. To survive what? The trees outside seem so fine right now. So you're gonna go to Mars. I live in Florida, like it's so nice out. Like why would I go to Mars? There's palm trees here. I have bamboo in my yard. Why would I go to Mars? You know, for some red dirt. For some red dirt and probably like a freeze-dried human burger or something weird. What do you think they're gonna feed you? What do you really think the billionaires are gonna feed you on Mars? I don't need that, you know? Like, I don't need whatever they're doing. It's weird. It's weird. Oh. Huh? Okay, Punisher223 says, I'm saying the guy who said, no Jesus, no heaven is wrong. You didn't even give my comment a chance, just went defensive. I'm sorry, Punisher223. The comments were moving fast. It looked like you were just agreeing and saying the same thing in a giant paragraph, so I don't really have a preference that much. It's like, it's not that deep, it's fine. I'm not gonna go to war over that, like, all good. Someone said, maybe you have family on Mars. Maybe I do have family on Mars. Maybe that's the problem. Let me drive the boat said, haha, NASA ain't ever released the one valid piece of evidence never won. No, I agree. I agree because you wanna know what? I was literally looking, not to like make NASA think I'm trying to target them, because you know how they think that all the time. Not really, but like, I'm kidding, obviously. So, like I said, I have family on Mars. So what I'm trying to say, what can't even talk. What I'm trying to say is I saw this photo of Uranus. It didn't even look like the normal photos of Uranus we have. Like, I get it, we have like variations, but this was like weird. Like, it didn't even look real. And then I looked at all the photos of Uranus we actually do have, and like half of them look fake. Half of them look either AI generated or completely fake. Like, we're pretending Uranus exists at this point. Like, I know it's like physically there, like I'm sure it is, but like, we're like pretending Uranus is real at this point with these photos. Like, we're pretending. How many billions do they get paid just for putting out a photo of Uranus? You know, you just draw a blue circle. That's it. You draw a light blue circle and make it like completely solid color. This time they added swirls. They said this is Jupiter part 2, except it's Uranus. Since when? Since when? Yes, I am talking about Uranus. Since when is it different? Since when is it a completely, like... Also, I'm so tired of all this, like, Pluto has not changed in a long time. Ever since Pluto came out as not really being a planet, Pluto has not changed. Like, Pluto has been itself since then. Like, I have not seen an interesting, like, revolution of Pluto. Like, I haven't seen a new era of Pluto. Like, since then, it's been looking the same. The same. And Uranus is changing every day. And I don't even believe that, but I barely believe that Pluto has not changed since then. Like one grain of sand has not changed since then. Like, neither one's believable. Neither one's that believable. Like, okay, Pluto's more believable, but what do you mean Uranus comes out as having a new entire body every day? Really? Like, it's crazy. It's excessive. Oh, thank you for loving me. So Pluto is innocent. I know Pluto will be dragged into my words whenever I feel like it. But Pluto is mostly innocent. I don't know. I know all of Pluto's secrets. Knowing Pluto's secrets means that Pluto is at fault most of the time. So, what do I like to do? Drink room temperature green tea out of my cat mug while on YouTube live. I don't know, what do I like to do? I like to do a lot of things that I just can't even do right now. Like, I've been wanting to make like resin things for my Etsy shop, but I don't even have like money. So I'm like, if I were on a distant planet where money existed, if I were on some planet where money existed, okay? After this life, on some planet where money, like, physically exists, okay? Like, where money's real. Then I would definitely make, like, a lot of resin objects and make them, like, super magical. It's not even about selling them, but I would love to sell them as well, because then I could, like, share that love with people. But it's about, like, the creation process. Like, I would love that so much. you know? Like, it would just be the most amazing thing. So, I don't know, sometimes I like making content for my OF, like, that's fun, you know? Like, I like getting creative. So, anything creative. And I just feel like the financial resources for me to, like, get creative right now, weirdly low. Weirdly not what it could be. I'm working on other things, apparently. That's why I forced myself into this situation where I'm a human, you know, to work on other stuff. Not working on the mind, not working on sight, intuition. I'm not working on creativity. What am I working on? Throat chakra seems fine. The root chakra or the solar plexus, because my heart seems pretty fine to me. So that's what I'm here for. I'm literally here for either the root chakra or the solar plexus is what I'm on earth for. At least I'm into magic, but like I think that mostly helps the higher chakras a lot. So what am I even... Oh, I'm here to... I don't know what I'm here for. Something. I'm here for murder. I'm kidding. But I don't know what I'm here for. I don't know what I'm here for. I don't know what I'm here for. So... Why are people spelling out the N-word in the comments? Anyway, yeah, I don't know. If anyone knows how I can work on my root chakra and solar plexus while I'm here, you don't, because I'm not going to believe you, because I'm the only one who could know. Because my crown chakra is perfectly fine too, so I'm not going to believe you. You know? Someone said, how about you're crazy? How about you? Thank you for removing them. David, you're a great moderator. You're doing a good job. The great mighty Pooh is trying to take advantage of the comments, but David's a good moderator, so. Doughboy says, how are you the only one that knows? I'm not, but basically I believe that like the soul kind of already knows like what it needs on its own path. I'm really calling myself an it, but the self, okay? The self. I believe that like if I ask myself what I actually need like on my own spiritual path or growth as a person, I feel like I kind of already know like what direction I want to grow in and how I can do that. It's just that I feel like I'm like most of the things that I need to work on are things that are not very possible. So everything else, it's like I'm either just doing whatever's fun for me, or I'm trying to find out how I can work on the solar plexus and the root chakra simultaneously. And those are the only ones that I really need to work on, apparently. I don't know. So. You should marry into wealth. Haha. Smith says, you should marry into wealth. My name is Wealth. Honestly. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna marry you, but, you know. I kind of do need to get money, obviously, in life. Not through randomly marrying somebody. Oh, the tag fell in there. That's the worst. I can't do that. Someone said, no way. KFC? Huh? How about marrying me for a year? Says Captain Riz Sparrow. For only a year. What do you need from me? For a year? Specifically. On the day. Getting a divorce. First of all, no, but that's so funny. I support you asking everybody that because it's so funny. Honestly, all these people who are like, marry me, marry me. Honestly, just go into like a grocery store and start asking people. Why not? Like, it's weird, but like, honestly, Who cares at this point if it's weird? It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. You look like a nerd, so where do you study? I study at my home. The classes that I teach myself at the school that I'm trying to be imaginative enough to create for myself and believe in enough to continue every day. It's mostly working, but I take long breaks, longer than I should. Am I homeschooled? As a 22-year-old who didn't go to college, I would say that I'm homeschooled because, yeah, I still like learning things. I just like poured that everywhere. The cat mug, the shape of it, you know, it kind of changes things. Makes things difficult. I'm gonna put this on my face. Ow, I punched the sink by accident. That kinda hurt. Kinda hurt. So. Why am I trying to turn on the sink? Honestly, I think putting moisturizer on your face is an acceptable form of self-care. I think it counts. Really, I could do any form of self-care, considering I don't have a job, but I kind of feel like, what if I don't even deserve self-care because I don't have a job? Even though it's not my fault that I don't have a job, because guess who's denying me of jobs? Other people. Other people. Anyway, I changed the email address on my applications because my YouTube is literally connected to that other YouTube, or the other email address that I was using, and then I was like, oh, like they're probably just looking me up and being so invasive and like watching every video and then deciding they couldn't hire me. But who knows, you know, why they'd be doing all that. So, yeah. They probably were stalking me, then making up some stupid reason why I wouldn't be good at whatever job. Honestly, I feel like I'm facing these like biases that people have against me. Like that's like the era of my life is like in these professional settings, I'm being looked at like you're this small Latina girl. And you know, like it's so like focused on the size of me that it's weird. And it's focused on like my race and my gender, and like it's so focused on that. Like that's what it feels like out of nowhere. It's like so like demographic based. Like I feel like when I first started applying for jobs, they were like, oh, like I'm gonna like meet you as a person and like decide if you can have the job. And then they would hire me on the spot. And I was the same person that I am now. I mean, like I grew as a person, but like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't like do anything crazy. Not really, you know? So, it's like insane. That was pretty good. I'm glad that I did that. Which job? Like, you mean like which job did I? Oh, Doughboy says, do you live in an area where Hispanics are not the majority? So, let me see. Have I ever been interviewed by a non-white person? I'm not trying to make it about race, but I've only, as far as I know, as far as I remember, only at Gateway to India, but that's where they decided to hire me and then not pay me for like 3 months. I might be remembering wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Maybe that's not true. I think my first job, I think she was Latina interviewing me. I just mean, like, I feel like they look at me like they find some reason to like look down on me, and I didn't do anything wrong. Maybe it's not about that, but it feels like it is, because it's like they're gonna stare at me and find some like made up reason to like look down on me. If I'm not wearing makeup, I know I'm not gonna get the job. If I do have makeup on, I know that might be a reason why they're gonna look down on me, because they're gonna be like, she only cares about how she looks. So it's so like focused on how I look. My hair has to be perfect, makeup has to be perfect, or they're not even going to like consider me. But then if those things do look good, they're gonna be like, you only care about that, like you're so like shallow, like you could never, you know, like it doesn't matter if I'm overthinking it, because the results confirm that it is true that so many people act that way and interact that way, you know? Where do I work? I don't have a job, but I did apply to a bunch today. Hopefully I hear something back, but also I don't even know if any of the applications went through, because literally all of their pages like wouldn't load, like they stopped like loading. Like it would always be like I get to the end of it, it says like submit, the submit button is like not even real. Like what kind of error did they create? Or like it does function as a button, but like it doesn't load the next page, like that kind of thing. It's insane. So yeah, somebody said a real hiring manager is looking at your character and mannerisms. I know, but I had a hiring manager who literally made me cry one time. I wanted to work at Panera. I thought that would be like so fun. I thought that would be like, I kind of thought I was gonna get the job, because I was like, oh, it's fast food, like why wouldn't they? Like my bad. I thought like maybe they would just give me the job because it was Panera. And I was like, obviously my character and my mannerisms are fun, if not interesting. And very respectful. Huh? Like, what? Since when is it not? So I was like, obviously I'm like fine for that. Like, if anything, I was way overqualified. And I think that's why I'm not getting the job sometimes. I seem overqualified and I'm intimidating to them. Because the manager asked me about my like past jobs. I was telling her about how I used to work with cancer, well, not actually like one-on-one, like face-to-face, but over the phone, I used to talk to like cancer patients all the time for a job. Not face-to-face, but over the phone, right? So, but I was telling her about how, like, she was like, why would you leave? That sounds like such a good job to have. I was like, yeah, but you know how traumatizing it is to talk to people whose lives are like actually falling apart, like their whole family's lives are falling apart every single day for the full week. Like, I was like, honestly, like I did that for a solid year. I was like, that's enough time. Like I felt like at the time it was like too much on my mental space. So, yeah. So I was telling her about that, and then she was like, well, if you work with cancer patients, it sounds like you don't even have control over your emotions at all. I was like, what? And she started just yelling at me, saying like I wasn't gonna be like good enough and stuff. I was like, and then I did cry. And I was like, well, I mean, you did just tell me I didn't have control over my emotions, and you yelled at me till I cried. So really, I don't cry that much, but I was like, damn, that's such a weird thing to yell at somebody over. So, you know, Panera, that manager, honestly, I'm glad that she was not a manager of mine then, because how owned would I feel if I can't even be somebody who used to work with cancer patients, like, in the past? Like, I don't know why I have to be like, it's not like, it's supposed to be a bad thing. But I think she felt like I was overqualified, like I didn't, like,
I was almost like matching her qualifications or something, and it was like she was gonna be like, you're gonna be a problem, you know what I mean? Like sometimes I think I'm underqualified for a stupid job that doesn't matter at all. Sometimes I think I'm like overqualified, so I'm either just gonna leave immediately, which I'm not because I can't get another job, or they think I'm trying to like steal their job eventually or something stupid. Like I genuinely feel that because they're trying to like size me up, you know? So they either see me as literally nothing or like more important than them. And it's like literally just see me as a person and just let me have the job because I can't get another job. Like literally just give me like whatever job you have. Like I'll sweep the floor, like I don't know. Like literally just whatever. That's how it feels. Oh yeah, I agree. Who comes on YouTube to hate streamers? That's a very nice thing to say. Let me drive the boat. Thank you. Thank you for, you know, being on my side if there were mean people. Thank you for saying that I'm strong for still smiling when people are being rude. Well, like I said, I used to work with like I did used to work with cancer patients over the phone. So for a solid year. So I feel like my emotions are very strong anyway, or like my mind is strong. Like I wouldn't be like not okay, you know? Like I feel like I'm kind of like a comment isn't gonna be like the end of the world. Sometimes I'm like, wow, that was personal, but I'm not gonna be like, you know. I only cried because the manager was literally screaming at me saying she wasn't gonna give me the job and like I wasn't gonna ever be able to find a job. Like she kind of went far. She was like, I don't think you're ever going to find a job if you're like this. And I was like, I didn't do anything. Like I was literally sitting there like so calm. And that was when she started screaming like, you're never gonna be able to find a job. I was like, what? Kind of have to, okay? I feel like I have to. Like I kind of do need money, so yeah. Joe Mom says you need to make yourself an asset for a company and highlight your skills and experience in fields similar to your job in your resume. I don't disagree. If that's not what I've been doing, they're expecting too much. Because I have been, you know, doing that, so. You know. Like, why is the human life supposed to cost an arm, a leg, and all of my bones? Like, pick one, you know? Like, why all of it? I do think jobs are lucky to have people. I think they should have that mindset more. I think that if we get too far into the I'm just lucky to even have the job and be here, like I feel like that's already where I was imbalanced, was believing that too much. Because I kind of just believed, like, since birth that I couldn't possibly deserve, like, a breadcrumb, you know? So for that reason, I feel like that's the direction I was, like, imbalanced in, so I'm trying to do the opposite. But trying to fix that is not working, so. Yeah. That's how it feels. People are like, come stay with me, I'm a wealthy dude. Yeah, but that's like, first of all, I don't know you at all. Second, that's dangerous. Third, I'm not gonna just marry somebody I'd never met. Nobody does that. I wouldn't want to. And nobody does that. You know? So, solid no, because I've never wanted to do that. I've never wanted to marry a stranger in my life. I've never said, I'm gonna find a stranger and marry them. I've never said that. Ever. Like, I've never, ever, ever had that thought. I don't care. You could be a billionaire, and I would still be like, that's weird. Weird, gross, dangerous, a lot of things. Not that you guys don't have cool personalities, probably. It just doesn't have anything to do with me personally in that way at all, you know? Like, no to that. What do I want to actually do? I don't even let myself think about that, barely. Because I did have ideas at one point in time, but those were not gonna come true. Someone said, I'm dangerous, marry me instead. Why don't you marry the other guy? If you know, I don't know. I don't know. If everyone wants to marry somebody, just marry another person who wants to marry someone else. Like, I don't know. Maybe it'll end badly, but you wanted to marry a stranger anyways. What do I think about President Donald Trump? I did not vote for him. At one point in time, I did not know what I was going to do because I know that Biden did not have the mental capacity, in my opinion, to continue the presidency, but I still did not really want to vote Republican. But then, luckily, he was replaced with Harris, but then, guess what? I voted for her. She didn't make it anyway, so it is what it is. I'm more in like we have to accept whatever happens with the presidency and hopefully it's not going to be terrible. I don't know if my solar plexus is not opened. Because you want to know what? Or if I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know why. Because you want to know what? To make me stand up for myself, you'd have to cut off both my legs. And then maybe I'll think about it. Maybe I'll consider it. Maybe I'll consider it. Like, if I didn't have eyes or teeth anymore, maybe I would consider it. Maybe then I would consider that. You know what I mean? Like, I would be like, I guess so. I would still be like, why do I have to do this when it comes to literally, like, standing up for myself at all? So then when it comes to, like, politically, where do you fall? Well, if I make sure that I'm doing what's right for me and other people, I'm going to vote this way, which is, for me, very left-leaning a lot of the time. So, yeah. But I have to go to this mindset where I'm like, if I cared more about myself, what would I do? If I make sure that I know that I'm caring about everything that other people need, what would I do? You know? So, yeah. I just have to, like, open my chakras or whatever. I have to find out what it means to me if I wanted to stand up for myself, which isn't really working in the whole, I have to get a job and I have to be willing to accept anything because all of the jobs don't want me anyway. So I have to go from where I'm at. Like, it's impossible. But I'm letting it be impossible, I guess. Not really. I'm really just doing whatever I can do. Whatever I can do looks like barely anything to other people. And nobody, you know. It's my situation to fix. So it's not about other people. But, yeah. I don't know if the solar plexus makes people not care about standing up for themselves or if it makes them stand up for themselves, because it's only open for me then if it means I would not care about that. So I don't have that still. So then, you know, it's like nothing could make me think that it's worth it. Nothing, like literally lose every finger or stand up for myself. Like, I would not even consider standing up for myself over that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have like an issue that I don't know if can be resolved in this physical lifetime with that. So. But it's like, even if I did, it's like, I think my root chakra or something has like issues too. So it's like, I wouldn't even know when I should stand up for myself. I think that if I did it at all, I would overly do it to the point where it would be a massive problem in my life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, in order to achieve balance, I don't even know what I would have to do. So that's why I'm not there. Thank you for saying I'm hot. Ooh, somebody says paint with a little, like, is it called an easel? I don't know. No, it's not. It's like the little paint holder. Palette. I don't know. I have no idea. I would love to paint and have that as a job. How could I convince myself I'm worth the money if somebody wanted to buy a painting? I would have to have customers already. Like, people would have to just love me. Through, like, YouTube or something. I don't know. People would have to find me and be like, I want a painting. Which I believe could happen. Because in the world where people blow up on social media, like, why could I not achieve something as well if I already have, like, peers that can achieve things? I've known a lot of people. Okay, I have a lot of friends from high school who are, like, famous TikTokers, you know, with millions of followers or something. I'm just not like close with them. I'm not like friends with them now. So like I was, but I'm not friends with them now. So yeah. And I don't know, like I've met people along the way who are successful in different things, like TikTok or have other careers or whatever that they're very successful at, or, you know, whatever. I've known people who've had successful lives to the point where I don't doubt that I could someday do that, but everybody in my life is like, don't forget how impossible it is and how much it's not gonna happen for you. Don't forget how much you're the least deserving person who would ever be able to get that, you know, like that kind of vibe. Is what it is. But I don't agree with that and I don't believe it when people say that. I think people people think they're like protecting somebody by telling them to give up on their dreams and goals. But I'm like, you want to know how much I don't really have other options at all? Like not a single other job application is being like responded to. So obviously I'm gonna be like, what can I upgrade and do in my life? I don't know. How old am I? I'm 22. I agree. Yes, Lawrence says forget them people. They don't want you to be more successful than them. You know what, Lawrence? That is a very, very strong perspective. I agree with you. Thank you. Start a small business. I do want to. But like start a small business, I'm like, what do I mean by that? You know, like I have an OF. I also have an Etsy shop that I'm just not even able to like operate right now. Because, sorry, I just like scratched my finger. I don't want it to like bleed. So I'm licking it. That's weird. Okay. I don't know why I told you that. Anyway, so the point is, like, yeah, so my links are in the description. Anyway, so my Etsy shop that I haven't been able to like operate right now. So, because I need money. If I'm gonna ship things to people, I have to be able to like buy the like ingredients for products, like the supplies and objects that I need. So that is like an investment. And then once I do that, I have to like make sure I have money to ship it to people because yeah, they'll pay for the product and I know it's gonna like cover the shipping cost, but I still have to like walk into the post office, ship it to them, and then like the money will like end up in my bank account. You know what I'm saying? So like if the money hasn't like fully like showed up in my bank account yet, I still have to be able to like cover the shipping cost until then, waiting in between. So like, yeah. I'm just trying to like do it by myself and it's really the only option I have. But, you know, everyone's like, just get a job down the street, and then it's like I put in an application and nobody wants to hire me, so it doesn't really work. Someone said, get a job, get off OF, you are worth more than a few bucks for incels online. The assumption that I don't enjoy, or that I'm not having fun. The assumption that I can't have a creative outlet that is just weirder than what you would do. It's just weirder than what you would do. Thank you for hoping that I'm doing well. Did I graduate college? Ooh, someone said hello from Scotland. That's exciting. Thank you for saying that, Craig. Thank you. Did I graduate college? No. I didn't start college. I never started college. I never went to college. I never had money for college. I never wanted to take out a loan for college. I never had the money for it, you know. I never really had 2 pennies to rub together. I don't know, dude. No, I had, in my past life, I had a few Shein outfits that I bought from my restaurant job. That's the extent of my money that I've had in the past. I don't really have them anymore because I didn't want them anymore. Which people also find shocking. How could I not want like Shein outfits that I outgrew because I got so tired of looking at them? They were kind of boring to me at some point because sometimes fast fashion gets boring. It doesn't even have like energy where it's supposed to like stay interesting. Like it kind of like shows up with the vibe of, this is already kind of boring, isn't it? Like it kind of shows up with that vibe, you know. But what would I do right now to have some fast fashion outfits that I don't really care about? I don't know. Apparently a whole lot, because I can't even get a job. How was my job at a restaurant? I have had good and bad experiences. What is my current job? I don't have one. Apparently I'm supposed to be in a mode where I would do almost anything to get one. I don't really know. Not really, but like I don't really get why it's not working out. It's kind of weird. My head literally hurts from saying that. Like, I don't even know. Someone says $10 a month is a tax. What does that mean? So the minimum wage where I'm at is 14. But if I can't get a job, then I can't get 14. I'm, at 0. So, I mean, I have like some money for my OF, but like not like money like having a job, because not a lot of people have found my YouTube yet, and that's where people are finding me for OF. A lot of people are like, go on Reddit, start a Twitter. I have a Twitter. Technically I have a Reddit. Neither of them, no matter what I have chosen to do on there, okay? With my comfortability with a free platform, okay? None of it has gotten attention, because first of all, on Reddit, like, it's like giving like weird Tumblr vibes, like no one's gonna find me. It's like I'm lost in this narrow space in the universe, like nobody's gonna be interested, whatever. Like it doesn't matter if I'm on a forum, like nobody is choosing my content, people are choosing somebody else's. Like I'm not gonna be posting like free stuff that much. I'm not. Because I don't want to. It's not for me. So, because also, if you post free content, you have to do more when you post the content than when people are actually paying for it. So you have to be like, what is the most that I want to do? Well, then that is going for obviously the paid platform. And then what is like a little like sprinkle of like something kind of interesting that's like attention grabbing? Well, that's what goes on the free platform to get attention. But your stuff that you decided to put on your free platform to get attention, right? Guess what? You're up against people who are doing something like hardcore, like graphic, right? Like right next to you. So they see you and they scroll like one time, they see that. Which do you think they're gonna like watch or pay money for or be interested in? like they're already gonna choose whatever. Like, so. I enjoy the content that I make. I'm not gonna be posting free stuff because you wanna know what? If I post anything that's even the least bit interesting, it's like, nobody cares. Like, it doesn't matter what I post on Twitter, nobody cares. Because there's already worse stuff on there. Worse stuff, right? More crazy stuff. Nobody cares if there's crazier stuff out there. They don't care about the less crazy stuff if there's more crazy stuff out there. They just don't. They truly don't, Someone said abortion, for or against? I'm pretty much for abortion. Like, I'm fine with, I don't care if people get abortions. I don't think it's wrong. Because in my opinion, reincarnation is real, so I just think, like, it's just gonna come back in a different body with a different life. So I'm like, okay, like, those parents didn't want it anyway, like, it's just gonna come back with a different life. Like, because I believe in reincarnation, I think it's, no offense, I think it's, like, practically kind of harmless if it just reincarnates. Like, it didn't start the life anyway, like, it didn't get to know anybody, I don't know. I sound mean, but whatever soul contracts, like, that potential person had, I feel like they can just rewrite them. Even if their soulmates are then like across the world, like they can still get an airplane. I don't know. It sounds mean, but I just feel like where there's a will, there's a way, Thank you for saying good luck and good mental health. Thank you, Sasha. So all of my links are in my description. There's a link tree and that's where they are. Someone said, repent to Jesus Christ. Another person saying, is Trump good or bad? Everything I've been hearing about him has been bad so far. I have not heard anything positive about him. Not really. You know? Not anything that feels so justifiable that my opinion of him would change. Everything I hear about him is like, he is doing this to hurt this demographic of people. He's doing this to hurt women. He's doing this to hurt men. He's doing this to hurt trans people. He's doing this to hurt gay people. He's like doing this to hurt dogs. He's doing this to hurt cats. Like, I just hear about like stuff. And I'm like, oh, so he just like hurts everybody, hates everybody. Like, there's like some fake video of him licking Elon Musk's feet. That's probably partially real. You know, inspired by true events. Not that it is a real recording, but like, they've probably been there at some point, you know? Two bros, you know? They've probably been there at some point, like, over some drinks, you know? When you're ruling the country, who knows how far you go, because you've already made it to yourself, so you want to do something crazier than what you've already done. And who knows what they've already done? They're both billionaire crazy people, right? They've already been to, like, the Diddy parties. I mean, I don't know about Elon, but I know that Trump, some leaked energy me calling him, I don't know if he's supposed to test trust with people in the collective, but I really don't know. I just hear negative stuff about him, that's what I know, so. Yeah. I just feel like Trump was probably there with Epstein and then there with Diddy in the different eras, you know? So I just think that he was like present for some bad stuff, right? There was like that thing coming out like, oh, like Trump's been to like Epstein 7 times or whatever at the island. So what if Trump and Elon licked each other's feet? Like, that's not the worst they've already done anyway. Like, they've done like a million times worse than that. So they wouldn't even like really care. If it's not something they've done yet, then I think like Elon was trying to social climb so hard that this just got in the way and now Trump's not gonna like him anymore. So, you know, if they haven't already done worse together, who knows? We don't know. They can do whatever, you know, they want as long as they're not like actually hurting people, but obviously going to the Diddy parties and the Epstein Island, they're severely like hurting people. So, obviously not mine. So, but if they're literally in the Oval Office licking each other's feet, at the end of the day, that's not what I care about. But I am like, that's weird, but it's not like number one priority and it really shouldn't be to anybody. So, I don't know. What do I want to be occupations in the future? Like, I would love to, I feel like a dried out dish sponge, honestly. I feel lack. So I would like to remove that feeling from my life. That's how I feel, you know? I would love to be really good at art, and I would love to learn how to make music, and I would love to have everything that I'm currently doing blow up, and then get to do like crazier, more fun things for the things I'm already doing. Like, I would want my YouTube to blow up so that I can make like way more interesting videos, because I have way more interesting ideas. I just have like 0 cents to put towards it, you know, barely, you know. So yeah, so I would love to be able to do like really like crazy stuff for my YouTube, or my definition of like crazier stuff, you know, than what I'm doing. And yeah, I don't know, on OF, like I would just probably like upgrade as well, like, you know, in some ways, if I had like more clout and finances, you know, like I would just upgrade in some ways. And then yeah, I don't know yet, but then my Etsy shop, I would just have like a million things that I'm creating on there and selling, and then I would also just like, I would want to learn a lot of stuff and like have the financial resources for that. Like, there's no reason why I wouldn't want to go to, like, a culinary school. There's no reason why I wouldn't want to go to a hair school or whatever. I just have to be in a position where I have, like, the money for it. So it's not like, oh, I have to, like, save up to do this. I have to, like, but save up to, like, an impossible standard. You know what I mean? Like, and I would love to be able to have, like, a house at some point. Like, I don't know. Or pay rent somewhere at some point. Like, can't even do that. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to, like, not have a bare minimum in life for the whole thing. Like, I already practice magic, and I'm already doing what I can to upgrade my soul in every way, and I'm still facing every block in the book. You know? So, if there's a category to be lost in, I am lost. I promise. Someone said, dude got a squad like Fortnite. I don't know what that means. 8D says I could pay you 8,000. If you want to, my Venmo is in my description, but, you know, I don't really believe people when they're like, I'm gonna give you money. I don't really believe people when they do that, but if they, someone said, do you do foot, question mark? On my OF, my feet are, like, visible. I don't know. My feet are just visible on my OF. Just, like, in the photos, like, the recent post, like, they're kind of visible, you know? If you wanted to look at it, you know, then it's there. Someone said, give me one relationship advice. Ooh, relationship advice. Make sure that the person that you are dating or talking to is somebody you actually like. Make sure that they're somebody you would, like, go to war for, okay? Make sure you guys have, like, some past lives together. Like, what are you doing for somebody who doesn't matter to you? No offense, but, like, what are you doing to somebody who isn't, like, endgame for you? And if they're endgame for you, did you guys have, like, a past life together? Are you planning to reincarnate together in the future? Like, is everything about you guys, like, what you love? Or could it be better? Know all of the ways that it could be better. Might not get you a relationship, but I will avoid the bad ones. Someone said, ain't nobody going to war with somebody who does OF. Nobody's going to war with me because they wouldn't want to fight somebody who does OF because they love them so much that they, you know, would still love them anyway. Exactly. It's not what you mean, but yes, I agree with what I appropriated it to be. Someone said beautiful hand gestures and intelligent words. Well, thank you, Eric. Thank you for saying I'm awesome. I'm beautiful. Have a good day. Thank you. Thank you. Kevin Lee, that's a lot of information. We don't say all that in the chat. You are going to be in timeout. We're not going that far. Thank you. What is OF? Only in the description, Planetary. You know. Someone said, do you believe your past life was better or worse? It was better. Because I saw 2 of my past lives kind of recently. Yeah, I saw 2 of my past lives. The most recent one, basically I have a twin flame, so, like, my twin flame was in my 2 past lives that I saw. So I saw, like, how we died. We were both, like, together when we died. And so, but the actual lifetime, the most recent one, it was better than this. Because this one's been hard, okay? Let's face it, this one's been very hard. That one was not as hard of a lifetime as what we have now. But, you know, there were some flaws, like, we died pretty young in that life. So I would say, like, you win some, you lose some, you know? So, in my opinion, it definitely seemed like we were murdered while on a train or like immediately after getting off a train. So, or at a hotel after the train. All that I saw was I was contacting somebody telling, like, we were both together. I was contacting somebody telling them, like, where we were going to show up, like what hotel we were going to be at after the train. And I remember being like I am so good at this, like I'm so clever, like they're never gonna catch me. Like I did have an ego, but I was like being like manipulative and funny, and I was like, I can't believe how good this is. Like they're not gonna catch us. Like they're not going to catch us because I even like changed a few of the details, right? Like I was like, even if they're like a mole and they're gonna tell somebody, like I changed like this detail and that detail, like I changed the time, like I changed like the exact date, you know what I mean? But I was like, somebody's still gonna be expecting us eventually, but like even if they're still going to like try to harm us, like we're still gonna be out of harm's way because I changed like this fact and this detail and that one, you know, and like it changed the story so much that I thought we were gonna like get away with whatever. I don't know exactly what we did or what we were running from, but I was like, we're gonna totally get away with it because you want to know why? I changed like most of the story to whoever I was telling to the point where we were supposed to be like safe enough. We were definitely supposed to be safe enough, so that's why it was a good life because we were like having fun. But I don't know what we actually did. But I was like, I changed so many details that we should have been fine. We should have been safe, but we were not. We were definitely murdered. So but it was better because this one's been just more difficult, like more obstacles. But obviously we're gonna live longer this time, so that's the goal. Obviously, you know. Yeah. Somebody said, is reincarnation the same sign or is it random? I have no idea. I'm a Gemini. I could totally see myself being a different sign though, because I don't see Gemini as like a permanent thing about me. Like, yeah, like I feel like Gemini is something I can like awaken my energy of in this lifetime and feel connected to. I don't think I'm permanently a Gemini for all of eternity. Like I don't think if you go to another planet being a Gemini is real because they don't have the same constellations, right? So I could totally see myself just being born at on a different day, a different time of day, you know, in another lifetime and not really caring about that because I feel like sometimes you don't prioritize the zodiac sign unless it means something to you specifically. And I don't know, Gemini, the twins, like I feel like that's pretty cool to have. But it doesn't like have to be that I'm a Gemini no matter where I go, you know. That's kind of how I feel. So I feel like I could be, I don't know, I felt so, like Aquarius and Sagittarius are definitely the signs that I felt the most drawn to with myself and not drawn to in other people because I don't really feel drawn to like certain signs in other people that much yet. I'm still like awakening how I feel about astrology. But like if I had to have a different zodiac sign in my current lifetime or like on Earth, then I would do, because I'm a Gemini now, I would either do Aquarius or Sagittarius. But I don't have those signs in my big three for tropical astrology. Joelle said her boyfriend came back from Germany. He was in the army? Whose? I must have missed something. I don't have an army boyfriend. I must have missed something. Whose boyfriend? Somebody's. Sagittarius? Yeah, that's cool. Again, like I was saying, like I mostly feel like drawn to like Sagittarius or Aquarius like signs. I don't know anything about them. I don't know the qualities. Haha. Nightcap King says, bro, she's really got potential. I'll be your boyfriend. I don't know that I could be a girlfriend to somebody who I don't know. I don't know that I could do that. I don't have the energy to try. either, and I don't have the interest in trying to do that. So, yeah. I don't know what I want to do. I think we're gonna go to the kitchen because I need more tea or water. I don't know yet. I guess I'll do like mostly water. Snow the Squirrel said, "You've never read me." LOL. I just did. Joel said, "A lot of sugar daddies with their babies. We all hung out. While they danced, we watched them. We go outside on the 14th deck, getting blazed. Come back and they come running, saying they need another drink." That was a boring story. It's just like trying to romanticize like a creepy relationship. In my opinion, like the sugar daddy thing, you know? In my opinion, it's just like creepy. So, yeah. Oh, the cat mug. It's back. But yeah, if all they do is like, so if it's just about romanticizing like a creepy relationship, and then the only interesting part is that they asked for you to pay for them to have a drink, they were just asking to like use your money to buy a drink, which is not the craziest thing that's ever happened on the planet, in my opinion. Like, I've heard of way worse happening. I don't know. I've heard of worse. But if you're having fun, you're having fun. I've just heard of worse than that, you know. Joel says, money talks, bullshit walks. Bullshit has legs. What does DTM keep saying? Hopefully my mod is removing the right people. I don't know. Like, that looks like what's happening. A person whose profile says FBI says autism. So I am not diagnosed with autism or any other mental quality. As far as anyone knows, I have a normal brain. As far as I know. Yeah. But, I don't know. People are saying, yes, autism. I'm assuming it's not about me, but, you know, whatever you're saying, I guess. Like, how is it supposed to be about me? Okay. You love cheese. Oh yes, I forgot. I put the photo of cheese to like try to get you guys here. Ha. Yes, cheese collected you. Do I have mods? Like, why? Whatever. I mean, I guess mods can take a break too. But, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna end the live and then maybe I'll come back later. I don't know. Or another day. Yes, I am 22. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Mwah, mwah, mwah. It was good to have you. I will come back another time. We will see you later. Bye. FBI says they're sorry for saying I have autism. Even though I just never said I had autism, so it's not real because I literally don't, like, I've never been diagnosed with anything, so. I don't know. So how sorry are you if you're just gonna say that you, Ricardo, yes, in my, link tree. Anyway, bye! Oh! Null, I don't know how to pronounce it, says, today's my birthday! Bye! Happy birthday! Anyway, FBI is like, do an autism test because you need it. Smiley face. Anyway, bye guys. Oh, if you subscribe, that would be amazing. Yeah, I don't know. Bye, love you.